team today?
Got to go with Eli. Honestly, I think this race is going to be a mental chess match.
And then, so is Eli just going full send today, or what? Just as fast as he go? Is he coming in?
Send enough to win it.
Yeah, but like first moto, is he more worried about second moto, or is he?
Well, he's got the luxury of being able to go 1-2, and Chase has to go 1-1. So I would say Chase has to be a little more full send than Eli, but they're both going to be sending it.
No, we can't be cautious because Eli's not going to be. So we know that we're going to have to push. Right now, you know, like during the times and stuff, we're not pushing it too much. Try to save some for the races. But yeah, I'm imagining that it's going to be full send.
We need to go 1-1 today. We need a 1-1. So
are you sending it today?
yeah, sending it, full send.
What? You're not riding cautious?
No, I'm on offense today.
You're battling for the championship with Eli Tomac. Probably one of the best to ever, you know, do it on a motocross bike.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, dude?
It's good. It's definitely up my game to a point that I haven't been to. So I think that's good. I think he says that this is one of the fastest series he's been in as far as speed-wise. So we've been pushing each other, and it's been fun, pretty respectful. And
so Tomac, he's a pretty clean rider compared to the rest of the field, or what?
yeah, he's very clean. Yeah. I mean, today's, we'll see what it's going to be like. But yeah, so far it's been really good. And if he's going to go by, he's just going to be faster.
When you feel Tomac coming up on your ass, what do you what's the next thing you do?
Well, that Yamaha's pretty loud, so I hear him from probably about 3 seconds back. For me, it's just trying to hit my lines and not make any mistakes.
Are you ready for the heat?
It's gonna be hot today. I'm ready for the heat. I live in Florida for a reason, so I'm ready to go.
Are you pretty happy where you're at right now?
Yeah, very happy. I think not a lot of people would have put me in this position at the beginning of the season, so to be here and have a chance to win is what I trained for, so I'm looking forward to that.
Today is for all the marbles.
It's hot today. Are you ready for this heat?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is everyone's got to do it. That's my mindset. Every dude's gonna be out there suffering. Try to be chill, level-headed. I've done it before. That's what I'm like kind of banking on right now. I'm like, all right, Chase hasn't won, you know, a big dog championship yet, so that's where I feel like I'm at an advantage, because that first one's tough, man. You got a lot of things running through your mind and in your gut. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Do you think Chase can be a big dog though?
Oh yeah, he is going to be the next big dog.
Describe Chase Sexton's riding style.
To be honest, I think we actually have a somewhat similar style, is where we're not overly animated and we're kind of powerful riders. You know, we're both a little bit, I would say, bigger than what the normal size guy is for moto.
So in a respectful way, a lot of the guys say that I talk to say that you're loud when you get behind them, like you rev it,
yeah,
like you're working the clutch, like you come in hot. Do you agree with that?
I do. I hammer it. I manage a lot of my power with the clutch, so that's why they hear the Yami.
And if it comes down to it, dude, are we gonna get dirty?
Well, there's a lot on the line. I'll say that.
A lot of money, or just a lot of
Just everything.
Of
Everything, man. This is what we live for.
Are you gonna send it today?
Absolutely, man.
So are you riding another outdoor season?
Probably not. Actually, I can say no as of right now. Unless things change, I'm not riding another outdoor season because I don't have motocross signed into my 23 contract.
So you're 29 years old. Are you stoked on your motocross career?
Hell yeah.
Did you achieve your goals?
Yes, I did. And you know, when you're a little guy coming up, or a 250 guy, the big goal is the 450 championship, period. So as soon as you get one of those, it's like that is the end goal, is the 450 championship, and you have to find that motivation to keep going after them.
Big dog.
Sweet.
You gonna bark today or what?
Oh yeah, we're barking.
I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top.
This is by far the best game.
For sure. I'll be able to get
The
some
one
more.
that Tomac took was pretty good, but I like being here.
You want to do a start, or you want to save it?
Let's probably do one.
It really comes down to right now. It's if Eli needs to focus and Chase needs to focus.
Head forward, run into that first corner, and get that start. Right leg, we got solid laps, all right? Right back at it again. Let's go. Pressure is on, revs are up. Detail. in there. Oh, let's go.
Tomac's going to lead the main. Sexton's right there on the inside, and they're 1-2, and Sexton got around it.
Thank you, God. That's all we asked for. Thank you. We know how important this moto is to both these guys for different reasons, but wow, this is fast forward. 1 and 2 off the gate. Chase is up front. Let's see how Eli attacks him.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go!
He's been working this left side the entire moto. He's there. He takes the lead. Sexton comes back. Not enough. Eli Tomac's in the #1 spot. Here it is, the final stretch. Tomac doubles. He triples. Checker flag. Eli Tomac takes the first moto.
Wow, what a race. Great job, both these guys.
I'm going to the top.
Chase. Okay. Nope. You're all right. One more to go.
I try my best with the lappers.
Dude, they're everywhere. Falling right in front of you and shit, too.
They don't get out of the way.
I know. Get a good start in the next one. Be solid.
Big dog. Yeah. 1 moto down. How we feeling?
Yeah, man, it's brutal out there, to say the least. Taught, kind of had to pace myself first half, and was able to make the pass there in the rollers. It's just tough, so we're going at it, and that was a big deal for us in Moto 1. Gotta stay focused on Moto 2.
How was that pace? Were you like fully pinned or what?
It was a mix. It was kind of pace, make attack, go, make attack, pace, and finally was able to make it. So it's just hot. You gotta know when to make the pass.
1 more to go. Let it, boys.
Let's go. Lock in.
All right, bro. Head forward, side leg, go on the right. Let's get it.
First to the finish line. Never gonna stop, never try. Always going up, no decline. Feeling so strong,
Get in
I
there.
might be divine.
Get in there.
Bullshit me, go build a shrine.
But out of the title contenders, it looks like Chase is up there, and Eli, it's 10th place spot right now, so it's gonna be a long race.
Oh no, Sexton's down.
No way.
He hit that bump, and there goes Tomac.
I think Chase crashed again.
Where is Sexton? Ganging up. He's passing everybody. He's back.
The kid ain't gonna give up. We know that. So this title ain't over. It ain't over.
There's the move. Tomac goes around his teammate. Oh, he stalled it. And Tomac to the lead. Here it is. Eli Tomac. Under fire. Under pressure. Goes 1-1 to win the 2022 Pro Motocross 450 Championship.
Thought I was done, but I never died.
Anderson.
What's up?
You made it, dude, all the way through.
I haven't done that in a minute.
Outdoors.
I know.
I'm impressed. How you feeling?
Yeah, it's good. You know, it's my best season outdoors. A lot of podiums, couple wins, and at the end of the day, you still want more. But I'm getting old, and I'm hoping my better days are still ahead of me. So let's go.
That was tough. I fell 3 times, but I just never quit. You never know what can happen, so just kept trying my hardest, and came up short. But we gotta motivate. This is gonna motivate me. I feel like I'm in a better spot than I've ever been in, and Eli made me a better man. So I'm looking forward to next year, and it's gonna be a good one.
Team USA.
Yeah,
What
Team
about
USA.
that?
We got that still, but I'm talking about for Supercross. Team USA, it's gonna be fun being teammates with Eli. Hopefully he shares a few secrets with me, and we can go there and win. That's the only goal, and that's where my mindset is now.
What now, dude? You go to Disney World?
Disney World, man.
You're the guy now, dude.
Crazy year, man. Crazy year as a whole. Like I dreamed of it being this way, and you always do that, but usually something happens in there, and I guess my knee almost did do me in between these 2 seasons. But other than that, it was the dream season.
Go seize that bike.
That's next. That is next.
I didn't do this.
In the studio, you've got perfect sound and you're altering everything and you think that's it. But nothing was more exciting than running out to do the car test.
A lot of the first time I hear my music is sitting in my driveway with a little notebook, and it solidifies the end of the session.
I'm always talking about putting content into a context, which is, to me, what life is about creatively. The car test becomes probably the most important test of how you know the public are going to receive the music or the work that you've done. See, my father, when I was a kid, he was so consistent. He was that kind of person that was like in the center of a storm. You just knew, well, you can rely on him. When you were a young kid and your parent goes, right, every Sunday we're going to take the dog along the seafront and watch the waves crashing over. Then we're going to go and get hot chocolate at this place. And they seem like small things, right? But it's these small things that, you know, burn a hole in your brain really about the importance of instilling those magic moments. So you kind of pass it on, these little moments, you know?
My early memories were listening to Bob Dylan with my dad. He always was just looking out for me at the end of the day, and I just happened to go into music. If I wanted to be a soccer player, if I wanted to be an accountant, it would have been the same relationship. He really is in my corner, and we get along so well. I happened to fall in love with the same thing that he did.
The interesting thing with Kaya is I noticed when she was very young, she was given a little book, and it was called Blues Poems. And I think she was about 7 or 8. And my wife and I were going past her bedroom and she had it open and she was singing them like an old blues lady. I was like, what?
My dad had put a piano in our living room, and I started writing my own songs when I was around 12 years old. And I think it drove everybody crazy because I didn't really know how to play.
She really started to do this all the time and then play strange chords on the piano and sing very oblique, sort of strange melodies.
And that's how I always felt, was like, I don't know what I want to make because I love everything.
Music chose her, you know. It was just impossible for her to go off the path.
If things go south, I'll figure it out. Nothing keeps me going quite like myself. If things go south, I'll figure it out.
I didn't regard myself as a record producer. I was a songwriter too, and at the beginning, I first realized that I needed to learn how to produce records was the frustration of being produced by other people. And in those days, no musician really was allowed near the board. You played your instruments and then you sat somewhere at the back and listened. But I kept wanting to put my hand up, you know.
My dad's my favorite person to work with. It was nice to have someone who totally understood from the start why I started making music. And it was because I just loved to do it. And the best advice he's ever given me is the second you stop loving it, it's out the window. The song, If Things Go South, was really about me realizing the strength I have in myself. I've figured out things before and I'll figure it out again. I'd always dealt with anxiety, but I didn't realize until I was talking about it, and the way I was coping was moving forward all the time. And COVID put things in perspective because I was sitting with myself.
She'd been through a really hard time and she was suddenly trapped in a flat on her own, and
I was diagnosed with OCD. A lot of the album is about that, and from there forward was this journey of like, all right, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna live with this and not let this be my whole life anymore.
Let's just head south. Just drive away from them. Just take a right wheel, go that way. She sort of started to work her way out of it with songs. And so literally what happened, within about 4 or 5 days, 10 songs came blurting out. I would play the guitar and she would just sing it sitting in a chair. She never got up and sang in a mic. And it all came out, and then she realized what she was letting out and writing.
The song especially is so much about just loving yourself. Even if loving yourself is not like shouting it from the rooftops, you can do anything. I think growing up, I always thought that song takes a lot of time, and you put everything you feel into it, which I do, but I always think the best songs that I write are the ones that I kind of write on accident. See, this one is it is about a relationship. But you know what? It sounds like a very sassy song, which it is. But at the same time, it is a really vulnerable song. And that's what we were talking about juxtaposition and,
Exactly, because the lyrics are like, are you leaving me kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you home. Make sure you're still keen. You're not leaving me.
Growing up in a rock and roll environment, I had to put a song on the record that was rock and roll because I was so inspired growing up by rock and roll music. And that was a song that, first, I always say more than anything, I'm a live performer. And that was the song that I was like, when I play live, I want a song that's gonna get people really excited.
Bluer than the ocean when you're not around. But I'd never tell you, would I let you down?
So the reason I did the honey in that sultry voice was almost to be like, I've made myself the least, I'm so nervous and act so unattractive and all these things that I'm saying. But at the very end is almost like, honey, you still like me,
Honey, honey, honey.
I like to say it's like the worst love song ever. It's more about, I love being around you, but I also want to do my own thing.
It's like a punk song that's thrashing out, but she's singing these words that are very spelling out specific things and moments in time. After she's spat it all out, it just stops dead and she goes, honey. You know what I mean?
I love you.
I love you. I think this is great.
I do too. I think this was when it could not have gone better.
Why have you got high voltage system enabled? It's gonna blow up.
Wait, what does high voltage system enabled mean? That's the loudest speakers I've ever heard.
My name is Audrey Mono.
Hi, I'm Billy Valentine.
Hi, I'm Ben King.
Hey, my name's Logan Dubois.
I'm Kim Madden.
I'm Aaron Togeling.
Hi, I'm Robert O'Day.
Started as a tooling engineer. I'm an industrial engineer.
Manufacturing engineer.
Industrial engineer.
I'm a liaison engineer.
I'm an equipment and tool engineer.
I'm a liaison engineer.
I'm a manufacturing engineer.
On a daily basis, I feel that what drives me is the responsibilities that we have as industrial engineers.
Manufacturing engineering is extremely important to Boeing because it makes sure that engineering designs and fabrication are seamlessly integrated.
As a liaison engineer, I feel we are most responsible for the safety and integrity of the airplane first and foremost.
My favorite jobs are always the safety and ergonomic related projects because what they do is really difficult. So anything as an engineer we can do to make their lives easier is really rewarding.
We develop staffing plans, business plans writ large. We do a lot of process improvement, and in general, we're the advocate for operations and manufacturing in an engineering context.
So it's really exciting every week here because we don't know what we're going to be doing. I know I'll be working on something on the airplane. I don't know what the issue would be, and it'll be exciting to try to learn and figure out what's going on.
We measure airplane products as they're being built to verify that they're installed in the correct locations, or if parts aren't fitting together, we can help the investigation to see what isn't fitting or where some of the root causes might be for the problem.
There's an extreme focus on what does the production system look like to build these airplanes? How do we further design for manufacturability and assembly? How do we utilize our lean processes, automation, and all our processes and tools to make it happen?
I wouldn't have ever thought that I would be able to work so closely next to the airplane and have such a hands-on job.
If you look behind me, you'll see the 737 MAX assembly line in Renton.
This airplane behind us comes in smaller sections and we put it all together on this factory floor.
The Boeing factory in Everett, Washington, you can fit all of Disneyland inside it.
The scale is just so different than when you're at the airport in the jetway. You come down and you just look up and it's a whole airplane. You really don't appreciate the scale until you're on the floor right next to them.
The magnitude and the size really takes your breath away. It's astonishing.
You're working with trying to take an ideal view that the designers have and turn it into a real product.
No 2 days are ever the same, and there's no possibility of being bored.
I feel like I'm a contributing piece of this whole organization, and I feel like my job is important.
Production in industrial engineering at Boeing includes equipment and tooling engineering, NC programming, manufacturing engineering, industrial engineering, and liaison engineering.
I felt at home right away in Cape Town. There's a really open quality in people who live by the ocean. The people here have a real sense of fun, of relaxation, lightness of touch. Everywhere you look, there's real style and originality, and I think it's hard not to get caught up in it. It's got amazing food, incredible aromas and color, all the things that make life rich. But I keep getting drawn back to the mountain. It's a unique and incredible thing to have a mountain like that right in the center of a city. I mean, up there you can really feel the vibrancy of this city and its people. I find it so inspiring.
November 25th, 1963. Three days after his slaying in Dallas, the body of President John F. Kennedy is laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery. 1986. In Washington, new details about the Iran-Contra affair engulf President Ronald Reagan's administration. Reagan and Attorney General Edwin Meese reveal profits from secret arms sales to Iran have been diverted to the Contra rebels in Nicaragua. 1783. British forces evacuate New York, their last military position in the United States during the Revolutionary War. 1999. Off the Florida coast, fishermen rescue Elian Gonzalez after he survived a shipwreck while trying to reach the U.S. with his mother. An international custody battle soon unfolds between Elian's father in Cuba and the boy's Miami relatives. The following year, the U.S. government removes Elian from those relatives and returns him to his father. And 1914.
You know, you're not only doing it for yourself, but at the fans.
Joe DiMaggio, one of baseball's greatest hitters and center fielders, was born in Martinez, California. Today in history, November 25th, Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.
Welcome back in our studio, and in today's news,